A visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Over here, if you would.
We're running low on everything. From provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Indeed, you are correct. Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
We're here, Master.
That's everything assembled. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Fie. He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then.
Over here, if you please.
I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Right you are.
Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me. Would you mind coming over here? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We'd best report back. We now have all of the requested items in hand. Let us deliver them to Sir Marcus post-haste. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We have reached our destination.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Shall we report our results? Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Pray, follow me. We have arrived.
Oi! Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Splendid.
A visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
With any luck, the instructors in the training ground here will have a Cardo battle ready here, look.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Soldier. Yeah, right.
Pick up a few things for supper.
My bed goods. And a sharp test.
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
First assess the field, then act accordingly. First assess the field, then act accordingly. Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Were you looking to speak with Sir Beren? Good luck. He brooks no chatter with us during training, and makes for home the second our drills are done. I'm not quite sure where his house is, though I've gathered 'tisn't near here. Doubt he'd tell me, even if I ask.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
How to smell?
Make it quick. I ain't got all day.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm on duty.
What a waste. You have no right.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation. Come see me anytime.
We must rest. Though the sun is still...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Fancy a gander? I find good. Fancy a gander? I find good. Sail.
Always a pleasure.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies. Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me any... time. Do come again.
Gotta crack a few skulls. Winches on all sides.
Job, this.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
A visit to Melv might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village got wheels from the dragon's assault. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. That was superb, Arisen.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Pray, follow me. Here we go again.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
Understood.
You've been doused in oil! You must stay clear of fire! This calls for the purity.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Over here, if you please.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to... Follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Follow me, if you would.
I could have done no better. Follow my example. Well said.
The original's been put to sleep.
Focus your strength, Arisen.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe!
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
pray. Follow me. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
I'm in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Ah. Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
We have reached our destination.
A visit to Melv might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Over here, if you would. An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Twas a fine adventure we shared. Maybe
Are you
meet
fit to
again.
travel? Then let's...
A visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Slide down and join me, Master. We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
It's hard. Be sure to avoid flank.
I knew you would prevail, Master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Outstanding! Over here, if you please.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind. A visit to Melve might jog your memory, Master. It seems the village yet reels from the dragon's assault. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
I quite agree.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Go on, have a gander as you pass by. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished. Save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be— Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I—
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
Say, do you think this one's really realistic?
Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time.
A solitary shard is good for little. We need to seek out more of these if 'tis to be of use.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
day's work is done.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look? Full glad I am to be returned to you, Master. I cannot thank you enough.
I don't know what to do. Oh, have you some business with the apothecary? Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my... I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernwood, so when I had Talada medicine only to be found in this bit... But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough to be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You suppose there's no harm in that? Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary. apothecary here in Melv. Yes, of course. I see it now.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Lennart, Master? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
'Tis this way. We have arrived.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, now tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful at close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful... 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one... Thus, A mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Smells the mood for a song, it does.
Stiff after a day's patrol. Leaving the floor empty. Tired? Catch myself up on the talk around town.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again. Lots to do, and precious little time.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking...
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Pray, follow me.
To do. He really ought to have returned by now.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Yet if aught to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Nice place, this. I'm in no
Mayhap
hurry.
we'll have some
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need some? Do come again.
I'll take any chance.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to... Brave fool said he was going to look for herbs, and I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything, so I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look pleased, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks.
Right, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my feet know it better than I, and my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have chained. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, right? In we go then.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me.
We've met no foes.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
I don't like this place at all.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Seems naught ever goes right. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome. Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Seems naught ever. Goes right.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Well done, Master. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Naught ever goes right.
Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
This place at all.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's
Can anyone hear me? Please!
Norbert, are you hurt?
I shan't allow any further harm to come. I cannot fault your prowess. I can do no less in service to the Arisen. Well said.
I'd thought I was done.
Ah, it was a near thing.
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me,
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who...
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice.
I'm just gonna have to live enough.
Knew I'd pull through in the air.
'Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive. Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Understood.
We should be able to move the boulder with our combined might. Would anyone care to first?
That's it!
At once, Master. Tremendous work!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Let me get that.
Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic grant you an elemental being. I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Just right there.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. We were very thorough. Whatever secrets this place held ought to be ours now. Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength.
Oh, well spotted. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now. I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. At once, Master.
My aim is
yours to wield. You truly are formidable, Arisen. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
Curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
This route has seen better days, but there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
What is it? Got a question about my Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Hoping to enlist? No. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the... Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for... Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the... Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted... What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd like... Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can...
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Well met. Have you any weapon?
I can proceed no further. The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on? Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Then I shall remain by your side.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pocket. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. Right you are. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Times are hard. Barely scraping by. I'm hunting for one day.
I'll not take that from you. Here at the inn, we also offer... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure. Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let it... See the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
True enough.
You have honed your talents to new heights. One can but strive to improve.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot, but pray, take care not to drop it in the river. Villagers, you must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we're to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Time to be heading.
This won't last long. Needs reinforcing.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete. We've arrived, just as planned.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Oh, would that I could spend all day here.
I'm in your debt, sir. And not just for saving my brother. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
I appreciate that.
A good day to you.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
Forgive me.
You've my gratitude for the work you've done for us this day. The rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace now.
Over here, if you would.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need... something?
Do come again.
I'll have nightmares. At once, Master.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Here, an enchantment is called to freeze our foes. Fall back, and I'll heal you with my magic. Wait right there. a glorious success. Once more.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Very well. I shall go on ahead. Well done! That was superb, Arisen.
Profitable endeavor.
Let me get that.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aid. I would gladly protect the Risen.
Look there. I spy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are. Very well. I shall return. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together for as long as we may.
If your pack grows overfull, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the arisen. You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Let Reflect my magic and view your weapon with the fury of the elements.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you? What?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Would that such tranquility could last.
True enough.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go, then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
You would have me lead? Consider it done. I'll turn you into a pincushion.
I sustain yours to me. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance, you ought to let a few things go.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
I shan't let them long here.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go. I'll turn you into a pin.
Trey, allow me to open your chest.
I'm in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant. Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
You would have me lead? Consider it done. I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I could have done no better.
I'm merely...
Splendid.
Tis a bit far.
I can see a path just yonder, but how to reach it?
We must keep our eyes peeled for a way forward.
I cannot fathom your intent.
wish me at the Vanguard? Goodbye you will.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
It is important we stock up when we can. After all, we're not... Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we set up our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
Good sleep is the...
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combats...
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops! Right, a Cyclops draws here. Our boat stumbles. Just one more push in order to bring it down. Seems we've worn out our foe. We'll not find a better moment to seize the brute's arm and bring it crashing down. I could use some help. We fixed the beam without that. Just a few more for good measure. Time we made the capital. All the people of Vermont.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
There ought not to be water here. I've an ill feeling about this.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
We're setting out.
What is it? Changed your mind? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll...
Goblins! What rotten...
We've got goblins!
Leave it to me.
One of us is being drenched! Follow my example!
Another enemy force has come to assist. We ought to have finished off the first lot sooner.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Seems we drove them off. You've my... Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
The longer the journey, the more supplies we'll require.
Right you are.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hand. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays it. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next...
Always another errand to see to. All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
This town must have needs.
Sir Baron seeks a motivated soldier to inspire the other recruits. Do we not know of such a person?
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in— Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am. Oi, sir! We've started selling that medicine you gave me at our shop. Why don't you come see?
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
I'll need to replenish my stock of
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you? Welcome and well met. Don't think I forgotten your discount now.
Always a pleasure.
This is for you. What do you think?
Living's hard.
perhaps I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Ox carts don't travel at night anymore. Monsters are apt to grow bold with the sun. It would be the height of madness to take one's cart out. Should you require a cart services, you'd best wait for the morn, methinks.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Good heavens! The pantry's crawling with places such as...
This nourish the spirit. Seems I'm not the only one who can be good for us.
I cannot assist.
Here, if you please.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, have you found any of the items... Discussed perchance. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure... Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stuff. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We know what we're looking for, but not where it is. I suppose there's naught for it but to start searching. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I quite...